The big news of the morning, General Colin Powell.
The big political story today is former Secretary of State Colin Powell's dramatic endorsement.
Our exclusive guest this Sunday, former Secretary of State General Colin Powell. Are you prepared to make a public declaration of which of these two candidates that you're prepared to support?
Senator Barack Obama.
With only 16 days to go until Election Day, perhaps the last thing John McCain needed was to have Colin Powell endorse his opponent.
General Colin Powell has just said that he's going to vote for Barack Obama.
Well, I've always admired and respected General Powell. We're longtime friends. This doesn't come as a surprise, but I'm also very pleased to have the endorsement of 4 former Secretaries of State, Secretaries Kissinger, Baker, Eagleberger, and Haig, and I'm proud to have the endorsement of well over 200 retired Army generals and admirals.
One of the key lines of your campaign has been that Obama's not ready to lead. Here is Colin Powell saying he is.
Well, again, we have a respectful disagreement, and I think the American people will pay close attention to our message.
I think this is a very powerful political statement.
I think it is the most important endorsement of the campaign so far, and it does say that he's going to be surrounded by mainstream people as well. He's going to be able to call upon mainstream. To go to Newt's argument, the concern that is expressed out there, he's going to swerve left, he's going to be a radical left, he's going to be in the hands of Pelosi and all the rest of this. You know, I think the more he has the Paul Volckers and the Newt and the Colin Powell,
I don't think it makes a big difference. Endorsements are typically overrated, I think.
This is a big deal.
It's a huge deal. I think generally endorsements don't matter that much, but Powell is different. He's still one person. I don't think it can have the type of influence that other people may tend it may.
Having Colin Powell endorse the Democratic nominee for president is like having the seal of approval from the most important military figure of the age.
General Powell helps a lot, I think, especially at this moment. Yes. You know, that's a real affirmation that the country can trust Barack Obama as commander-in-chief in Colin Powell's view, and Colin Powell still has a lot of cred with Republicans and Democrats.
What that just did, in one soundbite, is it eliminated the experience argument.
Which I mean, how are you going to say the course of the debates?
The former chairman of the Joint Chiefs, former National Security Advisor, former Secretary of State was taken in?
Colin Powell, I think David is exactly right, is a warm glass of milk and a cookie for those voters who have a hard time going to sleep at night thinking, well, what kind of president would Barack Obama be? He says that, Obama's change, but his job was to be safe. And Colin Powell sends that message.
This is a campaign where you have 2.5 weeks left. And so if a Powell endorsement occupies the media for 2-3 days, that's critically important to John McCain. He's got to turn the attention back to his campaign, to his issues. This is a bad distraction for him at a very bad time.
A very interesting question for the next 16 days is going to be which John McCain finishes this race. At the point Vice President Mondale realized there was absolutely no way of winning in 1984, he was advised, campaign the last couple of weeks as you want your grandchildren to see you. And I wonder whether that'll happen with Senator McCain.